Living on caffeine, chasing that pace. Loss after loss, still I stayed in the fight. Told myself one day it all would feel right. Friends moved on, but I stayed behind. Blew out accounts just to sharpen my mind. Every red candle, every wrong turn became part of the lessons I had to learn. Thought I quit it 100 times. Heart was broke, but I held the line. Whispers said it's not your way, but I got up every single day. 6 years in the dark, now I'm shining in the light. Had to fall apart just to learn how to rise. Some kids that nearly broke me, now the winds feel holy. No more fear, just trust. Yeah, I made it, but it took 6 years of us. Lost in the charts, praying for more. Wish I could say you'll be alright. All those losses lead to the high. No guidebook, just mistakes. No shortcuts, just faith. But deep in my chest I knew this dream was mine to break through. There were nights I begged for peace. Now I'm living what I used to dream. Every tear, every doubt built the man that's here right now. 6 years in the dark, now I'm shining in the light. It took 6 years of us. Now the charts look like city lights. No more panic in the midnight spikes. Earned it all with every fall, and I do it again if that's the call. 6 years in the dark, now I'm standing in the light. Every scar on my heart turned to pain into pride. Took hits that nearly broke me, but the view up here is golden. No more fear, just love. Yeah, I made it, but it took 6 years of us. Up early, same rope, same screen. Caught a wind with the sun rising. Every line on the chart, that's me. Drawn with intention, not a thing here free. They flip coins, I flip zones. Crazy horse running wild on its own. One strap for life, yeah, I carved it in stone. They switching setups, I'm building a throne. Yeah, they talk a lot but never really trade. Posted wins, hiding all the fades. Me, I just play my game. Stack small dubs, let the comp chase fame. I got the Midas touch. Everything I trade turn gold, that's clutch. One move and it's running up. No luck, just timing and guts. I got the Midas touch. Hands on the chart, I don't rush. Zone hit, then I double up. Can't miss when the market's us. Fake calm, but I read the tension. One candle speaks, I don't need a mention. Let price breathe, that's wisdom. Most these traders stuck in a rhythm. One strat, 10 plays. Same edge, different days. Discipline over the praise. That's how you last, not just blaze. She said you still on that laptop. Told her yeah, about to make that back pop. Couple lines, now I'm deep in flow. Missed your call, but I cleared that low. Yeah, they chasing dreams with no blueprint. I'm logged in, quiet with the full sprint. My win silent, my life loud. Took the stairs while they followed the crowd. I got the Midas touch. Everything I trade turn gold, that's clutch. One move and it's running up. No luck, just timing and guts. I got the Midas touch. Hands on the chart, I don't rush. Zone hit, then I double up. Can't miss when the market's us. Could have been broke, I chose patience. Could have gone wild, I chose placement. They want signals, I want peace. A few clean trades, then I leave. Midas touch, yeah, that's the mark. Turn late nights into early sparks. One strap, one screen, one life. And I'm still here, cause I traded right. the dream was a lie. Paid for a course from some suit and a tie. Promised me riches, but all I got was regret. Blew my first stack, had to learn from the dead. They told me play it safe, don't take the risk. But I saw freedom in a candlestick. One right move, now the game's unlocked. No more watching clocks, now I watch my stocks. Long one, short two. Now they asking, can I trade like you? I just left, tell them chart already knew. Stack it up, flip it, watch what I do. Late nights, all in, but the numbers don't lie. Ain't a gamble when you see through the sky. Short life, one shot, yeah, it changes your view. Stack it up, flip it, watch what I do. Took L's, lost racks, almost called it a quit. But I stayed in the game, never ran from a hit. Watched all the fakes flexing, ran in McLarens. Talking big wins, but the charts look barren. They said you'll never make it, you'll just crash. But I see dips as discounts, not my last. One good read and the future's mine. Turn my laptop screen into a gold mine. Long one, short two. Now they asking, can I trade like you? I just laugh, tell them short already knew. Stack it up, flip it, watch what I do. Late nights, all in, but the numbers don't lie. Ain't a gamble when you see through the sky. Short life, one shot, yeah, it changes your view. Stack it up, flip it, watch what I do. No boss, no shift, no ceiling, just risk. Turn stress into wealth with the flick of the wrist. No luck, just skill, no wish, just will. Every loss that I took only built my thrill. They don't see the grind, only see the glow. Didn't watch the nights when I stayed alone. Didn't see me broke, just see me paid. Didn't see the price I had to pay. Long one, short two. Now they asking, can I trade like you? I just laugh, tell them short already knew. Stack it up, flip it, watch what I do. Late nights, all in, but the numbers don't lie. Ain't a gamble when you see through the sky. Short life, one shot, yeah, it changes your view. Stack it up, flip it, watch what I do. Told me I'd never be nothing, now they watching from the side. Funny how the tables turn when you just survive. Yeah, I ain't even mad, I just let them see. Came up from the bottom, no one showed me how to win. Now they tryna claim me, where was you back then? Had to take some losses, had to cut off some of them. Used to doubt me heavy, now they act like we was kin. I don't hold no grudges now, I just let it go. Used to flex on me, now they begging for a role. Told me I was crazy when I said I had a vision. Now they see it playing out, no intermissions. Oh, they try to break me, yeah, yeah. Had to learn the hard way, yeah, yeah. Turned up into power, now they gotta watch me shine. Took my L's and flipped them, now the W's are mine. I'm still standing, I'm still popping, yeah. Took them shots, but I ain't dropping. Nah, you could throw your shade, but it don't block me. They was praying on my fall, now they watch me. I'm too solid, I don't bend. Nah, I don't lose, I just win. Nah, try to count me out, now they counting up the M's. Yeah, tables turn quick, now they wanna make amends.
Yeah, what up, everyone? Good morning. Happy Big Bag Wednesday. What's going on? If you're new to the crew, say what's up in chat. Perfect song to lead us into the market open this morning with so much drama going on. Drop the like button, drop something in chat. Good morning. Here we go. Another day, another dollar. Big Bag Wednesday. Make you holler. You know what I'm saying? What up, Troy? What up, dog? How you doing, man? You doing good? You're doing good. You're talking. I can't hear you. Hold on. I'm going to fix that. I swear. One of these days, I'm going to get it right, man. You know, I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get tight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my thing. Can y'all hear Troy? Let me know. Because I can't hear. I'm freaking out right now, man. I'm on live video. This shit keeps happening to me. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Does that fix it? Say something. Uh-oh. No, still didn't fix it. Okay, going back over here. Let's see if this fixed it. No, still nothing. How come? Dang, man. One of these days, man, I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get right. I'm going to get tight. I'm going to try to just refresh this thing. I'm going to try to act hard while I figure this out. Try to act tough. Let's see if that works. Still nothing.
Oh yeah, how about now?
Oh yeah, there you go. Was that on your side?
Yeah.
Son of a... I thought it was me, man. I thought it was me. It wasn't me today, folks. You can thank Coach Troy for that one right there. What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Hopping in this morning. This is going to be a really interesting day, guys. Just going to cover some news real quick as the market does open right now. You know, we're not doing anything right as it opens because the patient trader gets paid, baby. And let me just cover some things first. Man, there's so much going on. It's crazy. Obviously, you guys probably already know 104% on China tariffs happened at midnight. So that's in effect right now. And this actually follows what Trump said. He's going to basically retaliate 50% tariffs on China if they didn't retract their 34% tariff. So this is 100% one of the worst case scenarios. So I'm really interested to see what the market does today. We lost about 1.2 trillion yesterday. I think I heard the word trillion more times in the last 3 days, Troy. I don't know about you, man, but I have not heard the word trillion more than I've heard it in the last couple of days, bro. It's like every day it's trillions of dollars, just trillions. We just got used to the T's. You know, forget the B's. We go right past the B's. M's are like, they don't even exist anymore. Millions? Like, who's even, like, I don't even know if millionaires exist. I think it just skips million, go right to billion these days. You know what I'm saying? So, am I lagging? Let me know if I'm lagging. If I am, I might have to, like, you know, restart here, but let me know. 1 trillion. Yeah. Let me know if I'm lagging, guys. I shouldn't be lagging too much. Am I just like delayed in the video? Is that what's going on? I'm going to try something. I'm going to try that. Hopefully that helps. Looks good on your end. Okay. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah. So this China war is this China trade war is just bananas. Oil prices also plummeted over 20% since Trump's tariff announcement. This is a big deal. Basically forecasted to, let me see, these are two big oil companies to fall to $62 and $58 per barrel by the end of the year, respectively, according to Goldman Sachs. This drop reported around 7:01 a.m. this morning. This exacerbates recession fears, along with the 10-year yield skyrocketing to 4.5%, which basically already weighed on investor confidence. And so we had a 30-year bond auction, I know, yesterday as well. That didn't go too great. You know, guys, just to make it clear, you know, the markets, the stock market is kind of like the baby, and the mommy and daddy is the bond market. You don't want to mess with the bond market. The bond market is, we don't even have a good estimate of how many times bigger the bond market is. I mean, it's a little bit speculative, but it's hundreds of times bigger than the stock market. Hundreds. Okay, so you're talking trillions upon trillions of dollars bigger than the stock market. And if that starts cracking, we got a problem. And you know who buys our bonds? Well, Japan. That's the number one. Second one is, you know, I think China's up there in the top three. And so, you know, as soon as they start selling our bonds, and that's what's going on, then we have to do more bond auctions. We have more bonds to sell, basically selling our debt, putting pressure on the dollar, putting pressure on our economy. They have a lot of cards. In fact, I don't think China's going to roll over here. They actually said they're going to fight this to the end, they said. Okay, so, I mean, just the way that they move, and if history repeats itself, they don't give up. Like, they're not ones to just roll over. And I gotta be honest, like, Trump is acting very tough right now. Like, he's poking the bear. I mean, he said, countries are kissing my ass. They're calling me. That's what he said yesterday. I saw the clip of him. I couldn't believe he said this, but he's like, yeah, they're calling me and kissing my ass. Sir, please make a deal, sir. He's very confident here, but I just don't think it goes well with with China because they have to look strong for their people. They're a communist regime. They are acting extremely capitalistic these days. So I have to say, for a communist, country, they are like acting so capitalistic. It's incredible. They're calling the EU, they're calling other countries behind our backs and say, hey, do trade with us. We got your back. We'll do this and that. And I just think it's interesting. We represent like 8% or 8 to 13 around there. It's always a little bit of an estimate, but it's like 8-ish%. And so if they stopped, if they just went to zero with us, I don't know, man. They've really leaned off depending on the United States a lot more than we think, although we still are a large consumer of their goods. Apple flew in 5 747s filled with iPhones yesterday. You know how many fit on one? How many iPhones fit on one 747? 250,000 iPhones fit on one of those jets. They flew in 5. So today, here's the thing, okay? Here's what I think. I think we're likely to see increased volatility. We're going to have to look at the volatility index. Tech stocks. This makes up a significant portion, obviously, of our index, the Nasdaq. We're likely to see markets slide. I hate to say that because I don't want markets to slide, but that's what we're most likely to see if things don't get resolved. We got to pay attention to news. If there is a tweet, good Lord, we all know what happened the other day. Fox News was interviewing Trump's economic advisor. He accidentally he answered a prior question where they said, "Can you hear me?" But at the same time, they asked, would Trump be open to a 90-day pause on tariffs? He initially answered yes to their first question, "Can you hear me?" Then said, basically he's open to, he didn't say yes, right? But it hit the internet in waves, and we had a $7 trillion day, the biggest day in history. Actually, 2 days ago. This just happened. Like, we're witnessing history. It's absolutely insane. Or, what was it, 2 days ago? Whatever. The day that we went crazy up and down and $7 trillion and 5 came in, or 5 went out, 2 came in, 5 went out. Next day, $1.2 trillion down. Yeah, it's this week, right? That was Monday. And here we are, basically at the bottom of the range. So absolutely just insanity market right now. Man, I want things to be okay, but we're just not there yet, man. We're going to have to see what happens with these tariff talks. And to be honest, I don't know what, hey, I'm going to put my hands up and say I'm going to rely on my strategy for trading. But when it comes to who's in charge and who's got the power here, man, I don't know. What do you think, Troy? I mean, does China, do you even care? I mean, I'm looking at it like, dude, everything's about to go up. Like these iPhones, they're saying if we make them in the United States, even with robotics and everything, it would have to be implemented because you're going from $20 an hour to like in China, you can, it's like $1 an hour. It's like 20 times less for labor. And instead of an assembly line of people, you'd have to have robotics. And this is a whole thing. Elon's kind of like told Trump, hey, we're there. We can do this with robotics. Now, we don't even need, but it'll take years to build the factories and everything like that. So, I mean, what do you think, man? What do you think's going to happen here? You have an opinion?
I have no idea, man. I don't really care. That's Apple's problem, So I've got an iPhone. It works fine. I don't need to buy another one. I'm good. So if the price is double or triple or whatever, I really don't care.
Yeah, that's iPhone. That's just iPhone. It's going to be, it's funny. I don't think anybody I think they're like you. I don't think they really do think about the consequence. Everything you have, like I'd go through your house and probably find 80% of your stuff from China, man. It's just, we're so used to this luxury lifestyle. So it does matter, and you will feel the pain, bro. Like it's going to happen, and people can say what they want, but if it happens and it sticks, we are in some deep shit.
The difference between me and other people, man, is a lot of people are reliant on that shit.
Yeah, I know. This fool goes survive in a wilderness, seriously, naked and afraid, but not afraid. That's the thing about Troy. He's never afraid. Okay, look at him.
Yeah,
look at the beard.
Afraid, I really don't care.
Like really take a good look at this man.
People need some pain, man. People are too soft these days.
There you go. See that man right there? He is not afraid. All right. Smash the like button for Troy. Let's go. Let's go. Are we ready to dive in the charts? We're not even done with the 15-minute range. Y'all are tripping. Oh, we took out a high, Mike. The one strap for life. Ah! Go long then. Just do your thing. This is my stream. All right, here we go. Our stream, whatever. But I'm not your stream, my stream. We all stream for I. All right, so we're looking at the nasty Nas, and I'm gonna look at some other things too. But right now, waiting for that 15-minute range. Nice little pop up right here. Let's take a look at the overall markets. Everything's looking pretty decent. VIX is down a little bit. I mean, we saw the same thing. What was it yesterday, right? We saw the pump and then the fade. $1.2 trillion leaving the market. So everything was looking good yesterday too. We took out previous daily high and then we just dumped. And so anyways, I don't know if there's any real catalyst today, right? There's no news. We do have unemployment tomorrow. There are some things tomorrow. So we have unemployment. We have CPI tomorrow. So inflation fears rise again. And that's kind of where we're at. Inflation fears rise again. Hey, Troy, they said they can't hear you. Can you guys hear Troy? Let's see. They said they can't hear you.
The volume is low, but I don't know. Everything looks good on my end.
Everything looks good. Okay. Can you guys hear Troy okay?
Good enough, no?
Very low. Okay, interesting. Let's see. I can hear you just fine, so it's not your volume. Say something else.
Check.
Okay, how's that?
Check.
Is that better, guys?
Any better?
Might be a little bit of a delay, but at least you can hear him. Okay, I think you can hear him. Okay, so what were you saying before, just so everybody gets your opinion too, man?
I think they heard me. I think my mic was in my beard. It was stuffed in there. So now it's gone. Yeah, it's my China mic, and you know what? I don't have to buy another one.
That's actually true. All right, cool. Well, right on. So, all right, the VIX down a little bit here. Apple's up, Tesla's up. Everything's just sort of like exactly kind of reminds me of yesterday, right? We're pumping a little, and is this the calm before the storm? Obviously, we would love a relief, rally, but is it actually going to pan out? I don't know. Let's take a look at what Bitcoin's doing real quick. This kind of gives us a little bit of a possible insight. We'll go out to the 1 hour. So yeah, it met the lows, kind of came back up. We're in between prior range, about 50% of that swing. So it's kind of diddling in the middle. Nothing to really go off of there. Gold coming back up to the high. So these are those inflationary fears. This is the 10-year yield rising again. You're going to see gold most likely go right back to the highs unless yields really come down. And that would mean that, we're selling bonds, and I guess it could happen, but we're just not seeing that happen. Here's the 10-year. You can see it's kind of out of control right now. Hit 4.5 yesterday. We'll see what 10-year does today. And the 10 and 5 are inverted even more. So that just, again, goes back to those, recessionary fears. All right, let's go look at the daily let's look at the daily first and then the 4 hour. Here's the daily time frame for the Nasdaq. Okay, so tech stocks still weak. I got this little target up here because in between the 200 and the 50, but we haven't crossed the 50. Could be a reasonable target. Now, these targets actually did not come from the daily. They came from the 4 hour. You can see yesterday was absolutely perfect. So this was previous daily high, so it was a key level. It was also right in between. Like if I was on here measuring this out with you guys on live stream, and basically said this is very close to about 50%, meaning in between the 50 and the 21 EMA. This is a 200, this is the 50, this is a 21. In between these ranges are key points. If you want to learn this strategy, you can. It's definitely a winning strategy. I've shown it. There's tons of back tests. I've done forward testing as well with it, but it's a swing trade strategy. So you don't get a whole lot of trades in, but and you got to be careful on sizing. Depending on how much you have in, if you're trading futures, minimum you can go is 1 micro. Okay, so be careful on size. I trade CFDs. They're 100 times more fractal than futures. That's why I like CFDs for many reasons. But anyways, so this was a really interesting target for price. It literally grabbed to the tick this target. Previous daily high almost got grabbed and then just faded from there yesterday. So a little bit of a technical rebound. And this was that crazy push on Monday, with the 1,600 point 1 hour, 1,800 point, whatever, 1 hour 5 trillion in 5 minutes type of candle. So anyways, we're back down here. We do have a higher, technically we have not broken out of the range, right? So what's our range? This is our range right there. We came back up to the what we would call equilibrium, and now we went back down to the lows. We didn't quite meet the lows. We didn't break the lows. So we're just in the middle. So it's, again, just like Bitcoin, we're in between two ranges. We're diddling in the middle. So anything can really happen in here. And, you know, you got to be careful on days like this with no news. It's low probability. So just a heads up, I will be going probably half risk no matter what, depending on how it looks, maybe even less than that. Okay. President Trump just said this is a great time to buy. Wow. I don't know. Okay. All right. Interesting. I thought you weren't looking at the market though. Okay. So anyways, take a look at Crazy Horse. This is our custom indicator. For those of you guys who don't know, we're plotting the first 15-minute range. We're seeing what that daily bias is on the 5-minute breakout of the range. We want a candle body to close. At that point, we'll have our temporary daily bias. It's literally that simple. I think daily bias is really important for a lot of reasons, but number one, just your confidence level, having confidence in believing in your system, in your trade system. Now, once you have that daily bias, it's about structure, and I use the shelf method to identify structure and continuation. I also use previous, highs and lows. Obviously here you can see I do have this week's, you can see the indicator here, by the way, is called key levels. And this is by Liquid Trader. I put this out on a couple of videos, and it just automatically plots your key levels, right? This week's open is right there. This is today's low, and it just automatically plots them. So, and I can go into this indicator and literally put a ton of stuff in here if I wanted to. I could have every key level that I would want. This is better than any ICT indicator that I've seen so far because it plots the range of this open for me. Now, one of the things I'm kind of experimenting with right now, shout out to Carl. This is basically an idea that one of our members had, and he's experimenting with this, which is basically taking the 5-minute range. Basically, this is the 15-minute range, right? But taking the first 5-minute range, which would actually be, let's just plot that out. The first 5-minute range would be right here, okay? And what he's noticing is that is a little bit more confluence when price breaks a candle body above. Here you can see we broke out of this 5-minute range, and then it breaks the 15-minute range on top. So it gives him a little bit more confluence. And instead of waiting this for the, once this 15-minute closes here, waiting for the candle body to close outside the range, he's simply going in. Okay, so he's not waiting for that candle body to close. He's actually going in right on the breakout. So it'd be like this. It would be essentially a buy stop order right up here, right? So this would be a buy stop order. And so if price gets there, you're in long, boom, it's a breakout, true breakout trade. Now, I have not back tested. He's working on a custom indicator that will give us both the 5-minute and the 15-minute in one indicator. Now, what you could do, and I just haven't done it yet, is go into this indicator setting, which that's not it. Go into the key level setting and basically put it in as a 5-minute opening range, right? So I could go 5-minute. And then, copy paste, get another one in here and do your 15. So it would look something like this. You go here, you go 5-minute. Okay. And then boom. And let me see if that actually works, because I might have to change colors, because that's another thing. The colors will overlap. Okay. So it does work. You can kind of see it's a little bit more highlighted down here. So we'll keep it up there just for fun, but that's what we're kind of working with on the side. Just got to give you guys a little heads up on that. As you can see, just from a momentum standpoint, and I look at candles for momentum, not just trend lines, but the Crazy Horse indicator is showing, obviously pulling those bands up. So we're a little stretched out, but that's that morning volume. So, we're looking like we're curling back up, making a little bit of a higher high, breaking a little bit of structure here. It's not a true breakout. Look at this level. It's not a true breakout. It's more of a grab. And you can just see that just with these longer wicks. You can see that with just the way that looks, right? So what we want to see is a true breakout, and then that'll give us more confidence that we're actually going to go up. Okay, so right now, considering that a grab, this would be liquidity grab from a prior session high. What session? Well, if you put on the range, I use Asian session range. If you wanted to use quarterly cycles, if you go off of that, if you go off of, it just depends, right? Your Asia session range is actually what these sessions are. Like this is actually the London session. This is Asia session. So you can just clearly see like New York took London's high, right? It's not like rocket science. So what do we have? We have London's low, and that's already in here. If I take this off, you can see that's already in here. This is today's low. It does not plot. This has not plotted. I don't have it. The key levels plotting London's low. I know this is also a key level for a lot of people. So this would be like your low of London right here. And that holds liquidity too, because that is a session. And so we have to assume that traders are putting their stops at those swing points. So this would be your London low, London sell side liquidity. If you want to be more technical about it and call it something that, I don't want to say his name. I'm not going to say it. But anyways, yeah, so you got London sell side liquidity down here. And that's pretty much it. We're just waiting. Troy, back to you.
Yeah, man, we got news later on in the day, so what's odds
FOMC
price is going to
minutes,
make some
right.
big giant move right now. I want to see us go take out the lows, right? That's what I'd like to see us do. Sunday we gapped down and opened up and went down to that like 16,451 area. That's what I'd like to see, is those lows get taken. So that's kind of what I'm looking at myself for more of like a longer term kind of thing, right? Not like this second in the next 30 minutes or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're looking at
That's what I'm looking
Sundays.
at. Yeah, we're above true day open. I mean, that doesn't mean a lot. This is just what I'm doing. This isn't Crazy Horse. This is just me and not, analysis, right? That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If y'all don't know how Troy rocks, this is Sunday's lows right here. So I'm going to mark that in here. Put a little target down here too. Troy's more of a swing trader. I would say intraday for you, bro. You don't even hold trades that long.
Yeah. If it's like
intraday.
if it's just like super clear that this is the run and we're going to continue up, I'll hold a trade, right? But otherwise it's just like scalps,
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm lagging.
But dude, your 21 EMA strategy, the results on that are just bonkers.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Like anybody who's interested in swing trading, this is the simplest, easiest thing you can follow. Like it's not complicated at all. You don't have to be a rocket science or smart even. You just have to follow these rules. I think it averaged out over 3 years of data that you back tested, right? It was around roughly 100%. If you average that, right, it was roughly 130% gain per year just by following these rules, and roughly 23 or so trades per year. Like think about that. Like most of you guys are taking 23 trades in a few days or a couple of weeks, like an entire year, just 23 trades. This is what you want to have, like a big bag, like a retirement fund, like something you're trying to grow slowly. You're not like trying to turn $500 into 100,000. This is like you've got a big bag and we want to trade it conservatively, and you don't have a lot of time, and you just want to take around 20 trades a year and make over 130%. Like that beats anything you can think of. Like if you got money in IRA only making 7 to 12% a year, like you can, if you trade it yourself and learn this, you can make even half that, 50%. You know what I mean? Like pretty conservatively. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's freaking sick.
Yeah, there is not. Yeah, there's no debating it. Already forward tested it, back tested it, and you have an
Yeah.
edge already, man. If you're trading the Nasdaq, I mean, or the S&P 500, the edge is that, over time you do go up more than down. I mean, it's
Yeah.
proven.
And
So
then,
like, yeah,
if you're a member of our community, an annual member, if you upgrade to annual and like commit to a full year of trading with us, we just give you the back testing. Like it's just included. So it's a hell of a deal. People charge
yeah, I do it
thousands and
live.
thousands of dollars for this type of back testing.
Yeah, I do it live too, guys. Like
Yeah, it's
last,
not
this
hindsight
last,
bullcrap where you're just showing a chart
yeah,
and marking it out and see how price reacted here and now we went down. That's it. That's the
yeah,
trade. It's live. Like Mike's literally trading live
yeah.
and
And
he's
what's
back
cool is you're
testing.
not even purchasing it, Jose. You're not purchasing it. You're just committing to you're getting
Yeah, yeah,
access to
exactly.
the group
You're
for,
just
you
committing
know,
to say, I'm going to stop jumping
yeah,
around to
yeah,
all these little groups,
that's it.
listening to this guy, that guy, and all this, and just saying, okay, I'm going to put the blinders on. I'm going to focus on this one thing that's pretty simple, actually, stupid simple compared to everything else out there. Just go all in, right? And commit a year of it. Because you know how things are, guys. Like, you're not going to get good at anything in a few weeks. Like, it's going to take time. Are you going to be an expert guitar player in 3 weeks? Oh, this guy's sucky guitar teacher. I'm going to go. I can't play. You know, I don't know what kind of a song it would be, but I can't play this song in 2 weeks. So I'm going to go move to the next guy. No, it takes time, right? You have to, cut everything else out, all the bull crap, focus on one thing, and be an expert at it. Right? That's how you move the needle. Let's go. Come on. Can I get some likes? Smash that like button.
Yeah, there's like 150 people in here and like 30 likes. That's kind of, I guess we're
It's
just
kind of
not,
lame.
we're not saying the right things. We need to be more,
Yeah, you're talking too much, Mike. You
okay.
I don't
That's
know how
what
many
it is.
times you got to see this, but
Yes, that is what it is.
we do polls every week in our community and we ask, does Mike talk too
Yeah,
much?
and it's
And
always the
everybody says
same.
yes. They
Yes, it's the
say,
same.
can you please just say buy or sell? That's all I want to hear.
That's messed up, man. Making me feel bad. I'm gonna cry.
No, people are here because they like the talking. They want to hear what is in the mind of a profitable trader, right?
What's in my mind
And
right now is whether or not we're gonna break these highs the way I want to see it. I don't see any real momentum other than down. We've got pretty, we've got some a little bit of momentum starting right here on the 5 minute going up pre-market. A lot of indecision. This to me looks very choppy. If we do break higher, I'm sure we can find targets above us. That's not a problem. So, this would be our target. It would be way up here, really. This would be, yesterday's high, right? Yeah, that's yesterday's high. So
we don't
I'm
have
in.
music going, Mike. Maybe that's the problem. Will that like
What's that?
make you laggy?
What's that?
Adding music to the stream, will that cause a lag?
I am playing music. Is it not coming through?
I can't hear anything.
Dang, man. Just I got to get this under control.
Yeah, man, you need a checklist. Like all these things need to be
Dude,
like set
I
every
already
single day.
did. I was
You
on
already
like
did, and you still aren't following it.
I was I was on before anybody trying to make sure everything was good.
That's
It's
funny.
messed up. Okay, hold on. I think this fixes it. Does that fix it? Probably not. It's OBS, man. I gotta like restart this thing. Anyways, can you hear it now or no?
Yeah, no music. Nope.
For real? Damn it, I'm gonna fire someone. I'm firing whoever sets this up for me, dude.
Just open up your phone and just put the music right next to the mic.
Yeah. No big deal. Just restarting the stream, Oh boy. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing, but it crashed on me. So hopefully that won't happen again because I restarted it. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna turn the music off. If you don't hear it, let's see if you hear it now. I hear it.
Yeah, it hasn't been laggy for me. There's been a couple times it spun, but yeah, it's been pretty good. So I don't know what the problem is with other people.
Much clearer now.
You got to get off that dial-up service, guys. Come on.
I think Troy is like doubled up or something. I don't know. No lag. All right, I'm gonna leave it right here. No music on this side. I'm showing it come through. It's weird. All good, man. We're gonna chill. We're good. We're here to trade. All right.
All right, I hear the music. We're good.
Yeah, but you're crazy to me, man. You got like triple voice going on. I can't change a damn thing because I need a new computer, y'all. That's what it is.
I'm like really crazy loud.
You just...
No, it sounds perfect in the stream.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. We got 2 minutes to go. We're breaking the top of the 15-minute range with this 5-minute candle. We do look like she wants to kind of go up a little bit here. I will say I'd like to see this break and really push if she's going to break this level. We got a little bit of traffic over to the left. This consolidation range, these look like important numbers. 17,600 is right here. That's why. So the middle of that consolidation, but she is pushing higher, so we got to give her respect where it's due. So looking like this morning push is going to happen again, man. Same thing that happened yesterday. Morning push. So we'll see. We got 2 minutes to go. We're going to wait for that candle to close. Like, I will tell you, this is what Homeboy was saying. Carl, you know, he was like, man, as soon as this breaks right here, I'm in the trade. It's been working out for him. So there's the 5-minute breaking. And there's the 15-minute range. So I know that Carl has probably something like this set up on his chart. This is a huge stop loss. So let's see here, just because there is a lot of volume. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm probably looking at about 100 candles here. I got the auto on. So over on the right-hand side, I'm double clicking the price on the right, and I'm getting auto. This is giving me 148 automatic stop loss placement. So 148 is what I have. If you want to use a different stop loss, you can, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you just don't understand the strategies, why we keep winning day after day after day. And so if you're like, this is too much, I can't handle it, then okay. But reality check for everybody here. I had somebody message me in one of the videos. They said that a 70-point stop was insane. Well, what's insane, if that's insane, is your sizing. That's what's insane. You just don't understand sizing at all. And you probably shouldn't be trading futures if this is really going to hurt you.
Yeah, and what also is insane is how your account's not growing every day. So there you go.
I didn't tell him that.
Yeah.
I didn't say
come
that.
on.
I should have.
Thing,
I
guys.
should have said you're a freaking loser. That's what
The stuff that you know and the stuff that's in your head and what you've been taught, most of it's just BS. You have to open your mind and just forget about that. You know, and just follow what works. Find something that's working, find somebody you like, and just learn their system and make some money. Let's go.
Yeah. So the stop loss is a unit of risk. You should be able to do the math and figure out what that unit of risk is for you. If it's 0.5%, 1%, 3%, whatever that unit of risk is. Looks like we're going to be closing inside the 15, so I'm not making any moves just yet. So what does that mean? That means you need some type of software, or you need to add, I have here, lot size calculator. If you're doing lots, if you're trading CFDs, if you're trading contracts, then you can go into the indicator and you can add futures. What is that? What the freaking crap was that called? Futures risk calculator or something? yeah, one of these, this future risk calculator, and just put your stop loss in where the stop loss is going to go. Put the amount that you have, put what you want to risk. And if it doesn't work, it means you don't have enough money. Like futures take more money. Like it's just simple facts. It takes more money to trade futures. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying that right. It takes more money to trade futures, even like a micro. So if you wanted to risk 1% on a 140 point move, just do the math. It's $2 for every point, right? On a micro. So if it's 140 points times 2, that's $280. You're risking $280, right? So if you had a 10K account, you would be risking 2.8%. And that's just your first trade, right? That's not if you're going to stack trades like what we do in here. If you're going to add to positions, which is perfectly fine. It's what hedge funds do. It's what a lot of the greatest traders in the world did and do. And so you have to account for that too, right? That's why I go in with very small position sizing, where I'm risking on a 140 point move. I can risk on my account, which you can do the same thing. If you had, let's say you had, I'm hypothetical, right? You had, even if you had like, $100,000, you can do the math on that, right? So I think even if you had, let's see, if you had, let's say 100,000. Well, $280 isn't even 1%. That's 0.28%, right? So you need more money to risk properly. If you're scared about these stop loss and it's too much for you, you've been convinced that you need a really tight stop. In this type of market, in this type of environment, you're going to suffer from just what I call paper cut syndrome, which is like paper cut, paper cut, paper cut. You probably get on tilt. You'll probably blow your account. Or hopium syndrome, which is like there's not even a point of having a stop because you're just letting it go so much in a drawdown where you blow your account, right? So instead of doing that, this is a different model. It's called dynamic money management, and it just works, man. I don't know what to tell you, but we got a lot of members in here. Got a lot of members who are trading live. We do all right, guys, right? We do okay. Can somebody attest to that? We haven't been kicked out of the markets just yet. They didn't kick us out of the karaoke club just yet. We're doing all right. And then plus we got the best music. I mean, there's no other trader out there dropping albums. Come on, man. Yes, I dropped an album on April Fool's Day. And what's funny, Troy, I had people messaging me like, haha, funny joke. I was like, no, dude, I really did drop an album, like for real. So I had people thinking it was like a joke. And so anyways, I couldn't, when you put your album, your music up on CD Baby and it distributes everywhere, you don't decide. I didn't see a place where I could decide the date that it drops. So it took it like a week of processing and examining, whatever they do, their checks and stuff, and then it just went live on April Fool's. So I was like, all right, it's called Chart Life by Mike Trades Daily. Let's go. Add it to your playlist. It's just another reason to smash the like button because there's no other trader doing it like we're doing it. And I can say that very confidently. I don't think ICT sings, does he? Does Patrick Whalen? He's so excited. Oh, I'm Patrick Whalen. Does this fool sing? Does he sing too? Does he dance? What does he do? Oh, he just talks a lot in trades, and you don't want to get in an argument with him because he goes ham, dude. I've seen that guy goes off. If there's one person in this space you don't want to piss off, it's Patrick Whalen. Anyways, go download the album. Go download the album. Do it. Just do it. What else? Let's see. Can you play your favorite on that album?
If we get a win, we'll play something.
If we get a win, I'll play it.
We gotta have a win.
I know
first.
what my favorite would be. That's a good question. Chart Life is like the album's called Chart Life. Yeah. Yeah, so I was a signed musician in LA for a long time, and that's what I did for a long time. So, guys, you know how old I am? Does anyone know how old? Well, I think some of you know, but if you don't know, I'm 42 years old. So, It's been, back in the day, back in my good old days. Yeah, I did music for like 20 years, man. Yeah, Troy, they're calling you out. You see this? Hey, you're getting called out, bro. And I like it.
Oh,
I like it.
yeah, my dancing. Yeah, only if we get a W. I might even throw in the Speedo dance for you guys.
You were on a 20-foot ladder.
Just joking.
I'm glad we didn't say anything that distracted you too much up there.
I got to get a new set of ear pods, man. Mine are toast. They like crackle and stuff. These guys right here, little Apple ones.
I'm hearing that computers are going to be $30,000 next month.
Better buy one now.
I know. I'm going to go buy one today. I'm getting a new computer.
The Pro 2s are good. The Pro 2s. Is that the newest ones?
Yeah, they're sick. I do like those. They're legit. Nothing happening, dude. This is boring. And nobody can even hear music, so I bet it's... Oh, no, you guys can hear it now. Okay, cool. I'm going to say it's extra boring. What's Bloomberg saying? What's going on? I got news up, but... What are the suits saying? Anything important? Is everyone waiting for the minutes? That would be kind of dumb. That's not... The minutes aren't going to do anything. I don't think the minutes are going to change a damn thing.
Yeah, so guys, if you are following the One Shot for Life model, you can see we grabbed the London highs, and now you're probably like, oh, let's go down to a lower time frame and look for an entry model. Well, where's the clean break of structure? Like it's way down there at the bottom. Like you see how it's just not as clean. I mean, yeah, if you go to a 1 minute, you can see, yeah, there was a little break of structure there, and we're going back up and retesting that. It's just not as clean of a setup. There's no SMT at the highs. It's just not as clean. Matter of fact, if you go to a 15 minute, we're trading right back down into a 15-minute breaker block. So, we could go higher. So it's like, oh man. It's just messy. It's just not a clean setup yet. So it's the patience game. You dropping down to these lower time frames. It's just not as predictable, I will say. Just got to be careful, right?
SMT stands for smart. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Johan. Dang, that was fast.
Yeah. So we're pretty much just stuck inside this 15-minute range. Right? We haven't really broke out of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I see a little bit of something here, though.
Okay.
I'm seeing a little something. I like this 30-minute closure. We got about 15 minutes to go. We're trading down into a shelf. Let's go ahead and mark this out real quick before I lose it here. Okay, it's cool. We just need a little bit more to play out. Here's what we got. All right. So here's what we got, guys. Yeah, this is looking actually not bad, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I like this idea of going up. We have the 6 candle rule. Nice speeding up of momentum here. I know this is overnight session, but still looks pretty good. I'm going to turn down this lady in the background. Hold on. There you go. Now we're trading down into a shelf. This is going to be interesting. If we respect this shelf and start cruising back up, I'm definitely going to be looking for that long. Also, just down on a 15, I'm sure you guys already noticed what's going on here, but you get the signal right here. The thing that makes me a little bit not as excited about this, and I just want to, I'll tell you, I don't care. Like usually I conserve these things for the group, the private group, but I'm gonna just tell you guys, the way that this candle is stuck in between this candle right here means that we never broke it, and so this is an invalid signal. So if you study what I showed you in the 6 candle rule video, you'll know what I mean. This is very powerful, this particular concept that I'm mentioning to you right now. It's an advanced concept. I do think it's very advanced because it takes a lot of chart time to see it. In my opinion, it's very advanced, but it's also very powerful. And maybe somebody in here, if you've studied the 6 candle rule and momentum the way I show it, that's what my mentor showed me, and I kind of just carried it on and kind of expanded into my own thing, and it's been extremely powerful for my trading, and it's helped me a lot because it's fractal, so I could go down to like 1 minute 30 seconds, and if I see that type of structure panning out, that type of momentum panning out, I can hold my trade longer, be more confident. I could get out of my trade sooner, right? A lot of cool things there. Yep, so it's MNQ. So this is the futures chart for the Nasdaq. Yeah, US 100, CFD, yeah, MNQ1 is futures. That's right. Yep. Thank you, Kapal, Kappa Lord. Thank you. Anyway, so this is looking interesting, right? Because it's 30-minute shelf, and we did get some decent momentum pre-market on the 30-minute. So check out this 30. So I'm interested to see, like, does this continue, and does this cleanly bounce here, which would indicate that we're going even higher. And we do get a really solid 6 candle rule here, right? So what does that mean? Well, my target probably would be somewhere out here, and it looks like we already played that out, right? But I'm not going to take a long off of that. But could it go higher? Yes, it could go higher, and that's what I'm kind of looking for right now. I'm looking to see, do we break higher? We were already wanting to, so would not surprise me at this point. Here's a 1 minute time frame. Yeah, see a little bit of trend line liquidity here, so market could dip to grab some of these key levels. Here's 1, 2, 3. This is why we wait for confirmation on our daily bias using that 15-minute range. And when you do that, you're going to feel a lot more confident in your trading setups. My opinion, a lot of people underestimate daily bias. They don't have a daily bias. They don't really know if the market is saying, hey, your idea is invalid. So a lot of what we do in here and in the Midas is help you see that, right? Like, is your idea still valid if your stop loss gets hit? Is it? A lot of people say, well, yeah, man, but the market's out to get me, you know? They'll be like, yeah, I grabbed my stop, but watch, now it's going to go in the direction of where I said it's going to go. So if I ask, well, so it didn't invalidate your idea? Well, no, it didn't do that. Well, then why the F did you put your stop loss there? Oh, but because you have to have a good risk to reward, right? So that's where risk to reward really gets in the way, right? You guys with me this morning? Who's feeling it? Who's feeling the love today, man? Who's feeling like we're going to grab a big bag on Big Bag Wednesday? We got 160 people or so. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We're doing this every Wednesday. If you're in my free community, we're going live. Are we doing live today or is that tomorrow? We going live tomorrow? We got a call. Unfuck your trading. Is that tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow, right? I can't hear you.
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday at 10 o'clock, we've got, or 10 o'clock our time, it's, yeah, we got a support call in there where we basically help everyone out that's in our community unmuted, right? You can come off mute and talk to us, Mike and Troy. So it's pretty cool. Not a lot of folks out there. You think Patrick Quaylen's gonna get on a call, private call with you and chat with you directly, one-on-one? No. Very, very rare. We do. because we know what real mentorship means and is, right? And we're setting the example, right? We're leading by example. Because the trading community and world is just dirty, man. It's just it's greedy. It's full of people just wanting to take your money and not help.
One thing I haven't really talked about is volume with trend direction. When you see market going up, volume going down, it's much more unlikely that we break, right? Just something to notice. It's called a volume divergence. We talked about divergences in the earlier part of the year using our VFI indicator. And this is a really cool indicator, one of my favorites, very powerful indicator. Haven't really brought it up. I don't want to add too much to the mix because we have a very simple strategy. And that's why I kind of just hit it for a while. Haven't even talked about this pretty much all year. I think the first couple weeks of January, I might have talked about it, but that's about it. And once again, just keeping things very simple, right? But let's see here. I just want to take a look at something. I was using Bookmap quite a bit. I stopped using Bookmap a lot just because Bookmap is very scalp. Like you're talking 10 points, 15 points, and there's a lot of noise. And to be quite frank, you got to be using it with you need some time in the market before you so I didn't want to promote something where a lot of people would start using it and not getting good results, because that's just going to reflect badly on me. They're going to be like, yeah, what he does doesn't work because I tried it and it doesn't work. Even though I could use Bookmap, I've done it. We took I don't even know how many scalps that one day, 6, 7, 8 scalps, and it was 1 loss, 7 wins. And we did it for 2 or 3 days in a row. Stuart was there. We took a bunch of trades using Bookmap, and it's just, you need some time in the market before you can hang with that. And scalping with a lot of noise. Very, very tight money management. Understand when your idea is, bad or wrong or invalidated, I like to say, right? And then usually good trades reward you quickly. So the longer it takes, you'll notice if you journal your trades. If you journal your trades, type. I just want to get a feel for the room. We got 160 people in here, right? Let me actually throw up a poll. I'm curious. I want to see. Let me see something. I'm gonna put, do you journal? I'm just really curious to see how many people actually journal their trades. I got a poll up. If you don't mind, let me know. Do you journal your trades or not? So a cool tip for journaling is if you wanted to do a poor man's version of journaling, an idea for you. I'm sure there's a lot of great ideas, but you could start a Telegram channel, a Telegram chat with just you in it, and then just toss your trades for the day in there along with a synopsis of why you took the trade. If you want to put emotions and stuff in there, etc. Put the screenshot in there. So that's a poor man's journal. It works just fine though. You don't need some fancy journal to journal correctly. You can then highlight everything. You can then take that, right? Highlight everything in there, throw it in the chat GPT, ask it to create a spreadsheet. Now you have a spreadsheet. It's this day and age, paying for a journal is a joke. Even TradeZilla, yes, $30 or whatever a month. It's a waste of money. Now, I like the fact that you can put your actual real trades in TradeZilla. That's cool, but you still have to export your trades and put them in there. It's kind of a hassle. Treasury Secretary Scott Bassett saying his name wrong, says the U.S. government is looking at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new payment systems. Man, I think XRP might fly. I'm thinking about buying a bunch of XRP while it's, you know, kind of beat down. I think XRP could fly. You got trillions of dollars daily, right, of settlements, and if they just handle a fraction of that, I think they're going to be, I think they could really blow up, man. Yep, good job. Who's that? Erwin? Yes. 15-minute has a wick at the bottom, yeah. Right there. Little tiny one, but it's there. This is what you call get ready, set up, and then wait. Have you ever tested Crazy Horse on an Ivy breakout? No. Because just like right now, like it's, you know, once again, even if I took this trade on this breakout instead of waiting for confirmation, I'm now in drawdown. I'm not saying it won't pan out. I just, again, I have a strategy. I back tested it. I feel comfortable. I'm 2 red days in 2025, bro. Like why would I change anything? Why would I want to change it, right? But no, yeah, I'm always open. I'm always open to if we can make it better. I just don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't make this better, dude. I'm pretty sure. Like it would be very difficult. What makes this most powerful, in my opinion, is the money management side of it. You know, Ty, we talked about this. Just being patient, right? Waiting for your setup. Don't go back to the old ways of being impatient. Okay, I'm talking to you, Tyler. So I'm proud of you right now, bro. You pulled yourself out of that. You're consistently making money and profitable. You went through it for a minute, you know? So it's like, don't go back to that. So at this point, you know, just play strategy like we have it. We've been winning. Like, why would we mess that up, man? You know? And 2 red days in 2025, bro. 2 red days. Just let that sink in. A lot of people talk shit online. I'm not talking shit. I do it live. We've done it live. I know you weren't here all of 2025, but we've done it live. It's on recording. So this particular, you know, strategy, I think the thing that makes it powerful is what happens when you're in drawdown, right? You have outs. And if it really rolls against you, just call it a red day. Move on, because you're going to have so few. You're going to have so few, you know? That's just reality, man. Let's check out the poll here. So 62% of the room journals, 38% does not. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to end this poll. That's cool. All right. By the way, guys, if you want to join the free community with the training, the back testing, I literally show you what we're doing behind the curtain. You can see exactly what the strategy is. The link is pinned. So I'm going to put up one other poll here. Let's see here. Start a poll. And I want you guys to be honest, okay? This one might hurt a little bit, but I just want you to be completely honest. Okay, there's a poll up right now. Answer that question. We got a lot of people joining from YouTube. So I noticed that a lot of people join and they're not subscribers. That's weird. Like, why would you not be a subscriber? I guess you just, well, but they join for like the whole stream and then we get a win. And I don't see the subscriber count go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, well, maybe they didn't like winning with me. That's funny. Anyways, think about subscribing. Because it makes me feel good, man. When I'm here, when I'm on live stream and I see subscribers, I'm like, all right, cool. I might leverage more. Maybe I'll leverage more money. I got a buddy who has a plant for his company in China. He's got it in the Philippines. He's got it in Taiwan, Vietnam. And so he's got different, manufacturing plants for his product. And he's telling me, man, this is really tough for him because his largest one is in China. So very tough times for him. I don't know how companies are gonna get through that, man. That's crazy. All right.
Well, that's what you get for creating your company in China. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten used to it.
That you should have just told him that.
Yeah. Okay.
You say, dude, are you American or not? Like, that's pretty much all you have to say.
Nobody would buy your product, dude.
Yeah.
Who hear cares? You, but nobody would buy.
Yeah, you gotta like stick to your guns, man.
You just have the most expensive.
There's a lot of really awesome American-made companies that are doing well too.
Yeah, it doesn't work for things that are cheaper anywhere else you go. Like flooring, if you had 10 times the price of everybody else, you're not selling anything. It's just not reasonable. But I hear you. But okay, so 74% of the room, Troy, says that they're working on it. They're not profitable, right? 26 are. And the reason why I put that up right after the journal is I want you to now, for those of you who type that you're not profitable, go back to the first question and ask yourself, are you journaling, right? Are you keeping track of what mistakes you're making and what you're doing right, what you're doing well? And if that didn't line up, right? If you answered no to the first question and no to the second question, there's probably something there. You might want to change the first answer to yes. I think that'll help you with that second answer. So, it's one of those things where it's not as fun to journal. It's not like awesome to journal. It doesn't take a lot of time. And when you reflect on a month, until you do it, you don't really understand the benefits of it. So I'm just telling you, man, that's why I did that little thing right there, little experiment. Journal. Try it for 30 days. What could it possibly hurt, right?
All right, so we broke out of that little consolidation to the upside.
We did.
Yeah, interesting.
We did indeed.
Yeah, just on a one. I'm just looking on a 1 minute.
Oh yeah. Little consolidation range right here. Yeah. So this is what Troy's looking at. I'll go ahead and box that up. I got a 5 minute or 15 minute. Let me go down to the 5. Oh yeah, no, 15 minute. So this is the consolidation range, and then he's looking on a 1. So it's kind of looking.
Yeah.
See what that looks like right here. Okay, cool. Go back to a 5. Consolidation range on a 5 is a little different. We're kind of still in it, unfortunately, but this would be like your consolidation range on a 5. Go back to that 30. You can see that we bounced off of that shelf pretty nicely. We got a bottom wick. Everything is still looking okay to the upside. So looks just like, Troy, it looks like because market has just gone through a whip. I mean, it's like a whipsaw, or
seek and destroy.
It's just gone through this. It's just gone through this crazy whipsaw where it's just like, look at yesterday. Who wants to be taking longs and get caught up here like yesterday and have like a 1,500 point move to the downside? Man, that's an 8% move. Golly, I didn't realize that's 8% from the high. Man, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. We've never seen action like that in the history of, I don't want to say in the hit, but 8% in a single hour, a couple hours. There's no, we've never seen that. That's insane. This is going on our, what did Meet Kevin say? Said it's the 9th worst week. It's our, like, since World War I or something like that. It's crazy. But it still could go down much further. Stock market could go down much further. You know, 60, 70%, man. That sounds crazy, but it's done it before.
Yeah, this is going to be like a seek and destroy day until the news comes out.
Maybe I'm thinking maybe an afternoon session, but I don't want to jump the gun. Look, we're 22% down right here, right? 22%. Okay, what's this? That's okay. 16. Let's go back. Like, just to put it in perspective, from the high to low here, that's 23. Okay. Oh wait, no, from the high to low, yeah, that's more like it. 37. So yeah, we could go way down. There's relief rallies in here. There's dead cat bounces, relief rallies, whatever, all up in there. This was like painful, man. That's 406 days of pain. You know, so just saying, we could keep going down for sure. If you don't like Meet Kevin, you can watch Money Vest. He says roughly the same thing. I mean, you can, if you don't like him, you can watch Tom Nash. He says pretty much the same thing. You can also watch, who's the other guy I like? Mike, Trader Mike. Something like that, Trader Mike. I like him because his name. I like him because his name, man. Yeah, he says the same thing as well, man. It's not just, and there's tons more that I follow, like Mike Jones Invest. Mike Jones Invest. He's dope. Love Mike Jones. Sick guy. He's like a good dude. And he doesn't do like the over, you know, he's not like Meet Kevin where it's like, oh my God, okay, today, you know, like the world is ending. So I like him because he's very middle of the road. He's not too political either. So if you like that, you will probably like Mike Jones. He's dope. Money Vest is cool. Little more on that Meet Kevin side, I'd say. I follow a couple of other people, but really, I don't have time to watch so many videos. So what I do is I go in, I have this little button on the video where it converts it for chat, like to ChatGPT, and then it gives me like the 5 bullet points that I want. Makes it, I mean, I'm done with the video in 30 seconds. Like, I don't have time to watch the video. Amazon cancels inventory orders from China due to tariffs. This is just happening now. Amazon cancels orders. See, what we haven't priced in the market is a reset of stock evaluations. That has not been priced in. So you're talking another 30% or so. People are saying, like, I mean, nobody knows, but I'm hearing a lot of people talk about like a 30% correction here from where we're at. So that brings us to 50% down in the stock market. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what they're saying. And when I say they, it's not just one person. You hear it on Bloomberg. You're hearing it, from, the guys online that I've just mentioned. Like, these guys are kind of analyzing things, pulling clips, pulling, different things that are released, whatever. Yeah, it's a problem, man. Who is another thing? Who do we follow? Not Paul Tudor Jones. Who's the other guy, bro? He's big. You like him a lot. What's his name, man? Not Paul Tudor Jones. What's the other guy?
Oh, Ray Dalio?
Ray Dalio, yes. Go watch what Ray's saying right now. Holy, that you want to get scared? Watch what he's saying, because, dude, he thinks it's like a reset, like clicking the reset button, and it's Ray Dalio's.
Yeah, he's just looking at data, right?
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, I like Ray. He's a legit dude, man. He's kind of smart, And this Patrick Whalen, I like Pat. Whoa, what's Patrick doing? Is he in along? Let's go do what Pat's doing. His live trade just came up. Patrick Whalen, yeah, let's do it. Real Deal Futures. Who's this guy? It's funny, all these prop firms get like an influencer to go trade on their channels now. I mean, they've been doing it. I wasn't keen to watching it until Pat started making fun of the guy on Top Step, and then the other guy who lied about his account. I forget his name, but he lied about his account. Like, it's a demo account, but he told everybody it's a real account. I'm like, dude, that's embarrassing, man. That's got to be the most embarrassing thing ever. Like, why would you do that? You're making good money. Just put 100 grand in. If you're making that kind of money, just put 100 grand in. It's not gonna hurt you. Well, because he knows he's gonna lose it, right? Dude, it's so bad. Oh, good Lord.
Where are we bouncing at on the crazy horse bands?
Well, kind of the top of the line. We're kind of losing momentum, consolidating up here, and that's right at that key level. So really, if I zoom out to a 1 hour, you can see we closed barely above the key level, respected a 30-minute shelf, and now we still haven't broken higher. I was expecting some type of break. We still have time. We got 15 minutes until 10 o'clock. That's going to be volume injection into the market. So we could see the continuation play out at that time, but on a lower time frame like a 5, you just have a straight consolidation zone. I'm not looking at taking any trades right here. We really just have no confidence in the market yet. So inefficiencies below us do exist, but they're on lower time frames. So if you go down to like a 15, there's a tiny fair value gap below us right here. I didn't really mark that out. It's within the 15-minute range, so it's kind of pointless. You also have another gap down here. I didn't line that out because, once again, I trade the 15-minute range, so it's pointless. You have another one down here, and if you go down to the 5-minute, yeah, you really don't have anything other than some inefficiencies down here, some fair value gaps. So, I could line all that stuff out and everything. I've done that before. Does it make you more profitable? You learn all this shit: ICT, SMC, ABCD, EFG, Wagyu, beefstick, ladder ordering, trend line, breakouts, whatever, martingaling, whatever, right? Does it make you more profitable? That's the question. 99% of the time, the answer is no. The answer is, I got a bunch of shit on my chart and I feel like I'm really smart. The market doesn't pay you to be smart. It pays you for your execution and trade management. That's it. Mike, what happens at 10? Why volume gets injected at that time? Well, each hour candle, right? When you start a new hour candle, like let's go back to the hour. Each hour, right, that a new candle is formed. A new injection of liquidity is typical because, you're going to have a bottom wick, you're going to have a top wick. We know that. So what I like to do is just kind of wait for that volume to enter the market. As to why, the specific question was why. That's a fucking great question, actually. I don't know. Wow. Is it something I'm missing? Did ICT not teach me this? I don't know. We just know it happens. It's a horrible answer. I'm sorry. People are going to leave now. Sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, people are leaving. Oh. I don't know. I could have asked Grok secretly and told you the answer, but I don't really care, right? And why do I care? It's like, I don't know a lot of things about the market, but I don't really care. All I care is that I win. But yeah, I don't know. Just on the hour, every hour, typically there's an injection of liquidity. You can see it. It's clear as day, especially in the morning up until New York time, probably noon, when traders take lunch. Sometimes it happens though, man. Sometimes noon o'clock and you see it. Sometimes you see nothing in the morning. Like right now, we're really consolidating. We might be waiting until news. You'll see another injection of liquidity. Maybe I have a theory. Well, okay, so right before news, the order books get zeroed out. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this. A lot of people don't know this. They think that news is like a lot of it is volume, but it's the reason why price moves so much is because you got to think of it like this. When the orders are stacked, right now we have like limit orders above and below us, right? In the order, so think of the order book, right? Buyers, sellers and buyers, right? And you have essentially, if you want to buy, you're looking beneath you in the order book. If you want to like market order $1 billion right now in the Nasdaq, well, technically you're going to push price down. That's how that would work. That's slippage, because the order book, right? You're going to eat the orders beneath you that are looking to sell. They're looking up. Hey, somebody take my order. I'm looking to sell, right? So if you market order, it eats the order book below you and pushes price down. Now, that's kind of weird, right? It's a weird concept because you would think if you're buying, you go up. Okay, so think of the order book. It gets zeroed out right before news. Those first orders to hit the book, and they're usually good volume orders after news. So order book gets thinned out. People don't like to trade. Like market makers do not trade the news. Right before news, they're not in the books, right? Right as those first orders hit, it's the only thing in the order book. You have a thin book. So that's why price jumps so far in one direction. That's why you get these massive moves. It's not because just all of a sudden trillions of dollars came in the market. I mean, it could be, right? But typically it's not the reason. So maybe on the hour, every hour, just a theory, maybe it's because there's no top wick, there's no bottom wick, and there's a little less certainty as to which direction price will go first. Maybe it gets thinned out, right? Maybe. And then those first orders to hit the book, just, I don't know. It's a theory. There's a run on toilet paper again. Great. I heard toothpaste, deodorant, toilet paper now. Wow. Cool. Study like crazy did make you profitable. Yeah, exactly. Man, y'all know what I'm talking about. I keep it real. I studied ICT, not for too long. I put about a year, maybe a year and a half. I didn't study it too long, but I mean, I know Troy did. Troy actually I met Troy and he said, "You heard of ICT?" I don't know I don't know who you're talking about, bro. And he's like, "You gotta check this out, man." And like, he was showing me some stuff in a very algorithmic kind of way. And that's always sexy for us, right? Because we want answers. Why does the market do this? Okay, well, it's called, a whatever, a fair value gap, inefficiency, breaker block, all these terms. And we feel like, oh, wow, I know it now. I'm so smart. But the reality is that it's not a bag on his. I think you can make most, or not most. I think you can make a lot of. How do I say this? There's a lot of good trading models, right? There's a lot of good ones. A lot. It's just if you study them, you start realizing that it's less about the entry and more about the money management. So can you be profitable trading ICT? Sure. I mean, what is ICT? I act like it's like a dumb thing to say. Like, I feel stupid saying that. I shouldn't even say that because it's like ICT these are concepts. There's a lot of different entry models with ICT. He has a shitload. I don't know if there's thousands, but there's a shitload. Okay. So, I mean, it's like saying, can you be profitable trading smart money concepts? Well, what do you mean? Trading what? Which one? There's like a bazillion types of setups, right? So, yeah. Anyways, you guys get what I'm saying? right, this is called Mike filling the killing some time. All right, whatever. I think we just play the fucking music, dude. We're not getting a trade. Good lord. What's my favorite song in the album? All right, I'm finding that right now. Let's go. I drop an album on April Fool's Day. Everyone thinks I'm playing around. I'm not playing, guys. I'm going for a Grammy here. Dude, I did see a lot of reviews on Apple Music. Okay, truthfully, I did not. But I did see a lot of stars. Like, people are starring the music on Apple.
Nobody cares, Mike.
I didn't see that either. Which is,
nobody cares.
It's a little depressing. I saw some reviews on Apple Music about it. Yeah. No, I didn't. Not even my mom. Not even my grandma. Not even my own family. Not even my wife. But she hears it every day.
Yeah,
what the hell?
She's officially seek and destroy right now for everybody wondering.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet. So they absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, it's on everywhere. You just type in Mike Trades Daily. Tell it, say like, you know, hey Siri, play Mike Trades Daily Chart Life or whatever. That's what the album's called, Chart Life. I couldn't find that in your Apple Music library. Well, then maybe it's not on now. It said, I guess my Siri picked it up. Yeah, there it is. It's there still. They didn't remove it. We're good. All right. I might need some more coffee. Jeez. Nice break to the downside right here. But, you know, this is kind of going against trend, against momentum. Man. Does she want to go fill these inefficiency gaps down here? Maybe. Right? Maybe. This does fall in line with its current structure. So here's a current structure where you have higher high, higher low, higher high. Maybe you pull back down here. And then we take the short and then market goes like this. You know what I mean? It could happen. That could definitely happen today. Just be aware. This is against low time frame structure. It's with the higher time frame, so that's good. But it's against the low time frame. So what does that mean? Well, I give you this not to look. I mean, anybody that doesn't give you the good, the bad, the ugly with their trade setup just doesn't understand their fucking setup. Sorry, but it's true, man. It's like, I'm going to tell you the bad so that way you understand your risk. This isn't an A+ setup if we go down. In my opinion, it's against the pre-market. There's no trend broken. There's no actual change of structure. So yeah, it's a lower probability setup. So I'll be risking very little if we do break outside to the downside here, even though that's with the higher time frame. My wife said, They are using it, create a song about trade. Yes, dude, that's awesome. She was bumping it around the house. Nice. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, man. I love the AI creation. That's so cool, dude. I actually use a mastering software and a mixing software because I was tired of mixing myself and just taking forever to do it. And honestly, it sounds a little more, I guess, AI or whatever, like electronic, but the mix is great. Like, I don't have to mess with it. I'm not going for a Grammy. Like, I don't care, you know. I just had fun, dude. It's a good time. I'm gonna release more music too. Are you considering that this was all manipulated, set up to go lower from here? I don't know. It's too early to tell, bro. We haven't even broken outside of the 15-minute range. So I think if you're watching this on a 1 minute, which, be honest, Roland, are you watching this on a 1 minute? Be honest. So if you're watching on a 1 minute, then these are big moves. If you're watching it on 30 minute, it's not that big of a move. On the RTY, Why do I not know what RTY is? Am I just RTY? What is RTY? Let's check it out up here. RTY, what is that? We see the VIX climbing back up. Oh, the Russell, okay. I don't trade the Russell, my bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't trade the Russell. I don't even know what that is. That's bad. Let's see here. Just being honest, man. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I know what the Russell is, but I don't trade it. I've never even pulled it up. It's kind of a repeat. I think people remembered yesterday and they're like, hold on, before we just go up to the highs and get trapped in another bull trap, let's take a look. Now we got the VIX climbing. Not good. Oil's dropping more. Not good. This is recessionary fears. Apple, everything's kind of neutral, so there's no real indication of direction. But pull this back up. Down there. Gold breaking a little bit higher, cleared the shelf. Take that off because that was old. Look at that way that she broke to the downside, retested this shelf perfectly. This is actually a shelf to the downside here. Played that out perfectly. Anyways, BTC kind of giving a little bit back, still in the middle. Diddling in the middle here, diddling in the middle on Nasdaq as well. Just very low probability day. News coming out at 1. Yeah, not a very exciting morning today, but we've had some crazy volatility, so I would not be surprised if today she just chilled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still believe that we go down, take out the low before we go up, like super high, you know, back to like all-time highs.
Yeah, from the bottom of the overnight session to right now was an 851 point move. That's 4% in the market. I mean, you just have to realize we've already pumped so hard to the upside. Even though yesterday was out of control, this is ridiculous. Like 800 points is no joke. It's crazy. Like that's, I mean, what is this? This is even this further. Holy crap. That's a 5% move, dude. I mean, you just don't get those in one day, man. Like normal movement for the Nasdaq is like a great day is like 2%. That would be like, that'd be awesome, right? You don't get 5% days, man. Oh, thank you, Island. You found my album on Pandora. Sweet. Enjoy. Yeah, I'd like to fit in because I would have grown my channel much faster being an ICT trader or something, but it just doesn't work. It didn't work for me. So I'm saying a lot. I don't know. Yeah, okay. You're welcome for the honesty, Rich. It's a little embarrassing, but okay. I just take it on the chin, bro, because then I'll make it up while we win, you know? I don't know the symbol, but I win. How about that? All right. What are we doing here, guys? We got 25 seconds to go. If this pushes outside the range to the downside, we're inside of we're headed down into a fair value gap. Let me just get this set up so I understand what we're doing here. Make sure key levels is off when you do the automatic stop loss placement. I'm just getting a 170. Good lord. That is a huge stop loss, but that's what it says, so that's what I'm doing. 170. Good lord. Okay, putting it on sync and layout. We have the 5-minute. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes. It's going to be a really cool 5-minute candle because if we get the extension down, that would be the 6 candle rule. and I'd be a little bit more confident in this trading setup. Now, I can reduce the stop loss. Just know that if this goes to the other side of the range, I'm looking at 403 freaking points. Guys, that's my invalidation zone. That's ridiculous. That's very, very far. So now that is ridiculous. But I can't control the volume in the market. That's what it is, okay? What I can control is how much leverage I use.
I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Damn, I'll tell you what, man, that's a little much. Jeez. I've skipped what, 2 days this year trading in the morning, and I think one of them was a damn Wednesday. Yeah, I don't like this because of how much range we have, so I'm just gonna go very low lot size, super low lot size. Like, I gotta figure this out. Hold on. This is a bigger range than I normally trade. So 400, so 130. That's really 2.5. So be risking like 2.5 times my sizings. Half of that would be 1%. Yeah, so I'm going pretty low sizing. I can do that because I'm 100 times more fractionalized than if you're futures trading. If you're trading on a futures account, you got to have a lot of money for that not to, you know, mean something to you. So let's just say it goes to the opposite side of the range, 400 points. You're looking at $800 as your drawdown. If price were to fake us out, you know, put a candle down here, go back to the side of the range, boom, we'd be looking to take a long at that point pretty confidently, most likely. Especially if we still had a blue line, just depends. Like if we're blue over here on Crazy Horse, just showing that upward momentum, maybe we get a 6 candle rule to the upside. There's other things that can come into play, give you that confidence, right? So what do we notice about this candle? Something I noticed right away was that we have no bottom wick, no range. So I would not be surprised if she created the bottom wick, created some range, and she already gave us a top wick. Usually these, I noticed that these open low, create the bottom wick for this candle, create the range essentially, and then reverse. In this case, this is indicating to me possibly more chop. Like the likelihood of chop is a little bit higher to me just because of how this candle ended with no range. When you see that, it's a warning sign that there's no more, like, everything's been spent. It's very strange that it does that, but everything's been spent. So it's gonna have to pick up some steam here. And look at the 5 minute. I'm looking for that 6 candle rule to play out, and it's just not there. Again, indicating possibly more chop. No, there's nothing to take. There's no trade to take. Yeah, Kappa, try maybe an afternoon session, bro. This is kind of painful to watch. Maybe after the news. I'm kind of shocked that this is if this would be news related, I'd be shocked. I don't think it is. I just think the market is you have to understand too, guys, like go down to the 5 minute. How big are these 5 minute candles? Shit, dude, that's 137 point 5 minute candle. Come on. The market's got insane volume right now. Guys, this at the open, we had a 200 point 5 minute candle. Like, I don't think you guys realize how much volume is in the market right now. It's insane. These candles are freaking moving. Usually we have a 30 to 50 point 5 minute candle. Could be a 70 point, like if the market's really humming, like, but you're talking just in this one candle, it's 140 points. Dude, it's moving. There's a lot of volume. We just have a huge range. That's all there is to it. That's what's going on right now. It's just there's a big range. I suppose, yeah, I mean, I suppose what we could do is, you know, if we did take a short here, we could put the stop loss above the fair value gap right here. In theory, you know, we do know that these play as support and resistance levels, so we could put the fair value gap in here. I'm just giving like an alternative to a huge range if you just didn't want to play the big range, right? So maybe you put this in. It is a 5 minute, so it's not a huge, in my opinion, a very strong time frame. But in theory, if we did take this short, maybe you could look above you, either find a shelf, right, which this coincides with a shelf as well, and a fair value gap. So that's kind of two things right there. You could even find a breaker block if you wanted to go breaker block, and just say, look, if price closes a candle body beyond that, that's where I'm going to just call it. This is still a big stop. Nothing I can do about that. The market is moving. That's just what it's given us. But yeah, it's just an idea. Let's see. Do I think it works on Asia or London Open? I've got somebody in the group right now trading it during London, and they're crushing it. I don't know about Asia though. I don't think I have anybody in the group yet, but I have somebody absolutely killing it on the London session, and I've done a little bit of back testing, and it was pretty wild. It's pretty sick during London. Euro USD possibly during London. Just a little heads up, something I'm working on. It's pretty dope. So you can back test that as well, but you need to understand, Sandeep, if you're not in the group, you're gonna try to do something that doesn't work. It's all about the money management system that we have in play. It's not about the entry model. So anybody in here that thinks you're just gonna like take this and go and run, you will fail. I'm just telling you, you're gonna fail. So you have to see the way that I do it and the way that I'm setting up my money management based on this indicator. And this is a private indicator for my group. And I did that on purpose because I spent thousands of hours to get to this point, and I'm not going to just give it to everybody. Like, if you want it, you really want to get good at trading, come on in, you'll see. But it's sick. Yeah. It's the money management system that saves us from, like yesterday, we turned a loss into a break even. Well, not on live stream, we crushed it. It was an 87-point win. But I'm talking about if you had traded Crazy Horse yesterday with the money management system in play, you would have broken even, and that would have been the smartest move, especially since you go red right here. The higher time frame is just down, and you would have seen it right here. It's actually, I put it in, so you would have had this is an entry, and then this is an entry here in the bands. Price comes back up, literally goes more than break even, but you could have easily gotten out of this trade or just reduced it to one position, so that would have looked something like this, right? Sorry, the other way. It would have looked something like this, and you would have just had a loss. So you'd had a win and a loss. So you'd have had a break-even day yesterday. If you did go with dynamic money management, you could have broken even, but kind of a more risky day to do that on. So I totally understand, because these are big ranges, just a lot of volume in the market. So yeah. Last week was great. Wednesday took close, $3,000 in gains. Awesome, man. That's sick. Well, you better be in the damn group. Okay. You better be in there. That's sick. Perfecting the money management is harder than it looks. Absolutely. But it really is way better than how I used to trade. Dude, congrats to you. Yes, it is harder than it looks. In fact, I'm going to just tell everybody, all your little stupid ICT videos that you think you learned a lot on, you didn't learn shit. Go learn money management, and you're going to be a 10 times better trader. I promise. I promise. Like, stop focusing on that shit. You don't need to know all the terminologies and bullshit. It's all trash, like junk. I hate to tell you, but it is. I might know this much more because of it, man. But yeah, as soon as you dial in the money management, you put that into use, you can literally trade a ton of different strategies, and you're just going to see, holy shit, this strategy works too. This strategy works too. This strategy works too. Like, there's a lot of strategies that work, in fact. That's weird for me to say, because a lot of YouTubers will tell you this is the one thing and only get good at one thing and only do one thing. I agree, like, get good at one thing, right? But to limit yourself and say that you can only trade one way, you know, that's kind of dumb. I like Crazy Horse because It's easy. It's just a high win rate. I don't know what to tell you. It's got an 83% win rate on all my back testing that I've done. I think the lowest win rate was 67%, and that was live with the crew. I think it was around there. It's got a ridiculous win rate, man. And the profit factor, forget about the win rate. Even if you have a 30% win rate, but you have a profit factor of like 5, you know, you're going to be crushing it, dude. And it's because we don't have set TP levels. We're trailing price. That's another thing. Learn the shelf method. And that's part of money management. When I say money management, people just say, oh, I know risk to reward. It's like risk 1 to make 3, risk 1 to make 5. No, that's the way you're taught. The people that don't actually know what they're doing teach you that way, you know? Man, it's 10:11, Troy. I hate to get off, but we're headed into 10:30, man. And you know, I don't love trading at that time. Man, this is getting rough because at 10:30 is 11:30. So sorry, I'm saying 10:30 Central, guys. My bad. It's 11:30, right? So the next step up, if I get caught in a trade at 11:30, I got 30 minutes till lunch, and I know the volume's just gonna die. I have to assume the volume's gonna die. It may not, right? It may not. But what do we trade? If you're a trader, what do? You trade possibilities or probabilities? Which one do you trade? You trade probabilities. So it's more probable people go to lunch. And then we have news coming up an hour after that. So forget it. I think I have to deduce this to a non-trading morning, and it's not my fault. It's just what the markets gave us, man. Still within the 15-minute range. So I think that's it, brother. I hate to call it like that, guys, but good job being patient. If you did wait in here, just know we've been on a winning streak. It's been ridiculous, right? So we stay focused, we stay patient. You know, the profits are literally just a reflection of what you're doing in your habits, right? So it's a reflection of you. Go look in the mirror. That's your profits. If you're not patient, if you're swinging from strategy to strategy, you know, if you're feeling like, all right, I'm gonna go watch a short. I got guys. I don't know if they're guys, but I got people commenting on my short, bro, and they're like, I'm literally showing them kind of like what I'm doing, but it's hard because like a 30-second, 1 minute short, whatever, a couple minutes. And they're like, oh yeah, this is so easy. You're just doing this. Like, it's nothing new. I'm just like, bro, yeah, you're right, man. You learned it all in fucking 2 minutes. In a 2-minute short, you're a genius. I'm pretty sure that person wouldn't be trolling the chat if they, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just going to take time. Give yourself some time.
Here's the deal, man. We know most people aren't profitable. And the reason why is because most people just want to do things on their own and just bounce around all their life. Just bounce around, strategy, this, that, trying to improve something that already works instead of just following the rules. They don't think they need help because they're the expert. They're the leader. You know, they're the pro trader that's been profitable for years. That's what they think. And until they think otherwise, it's just going to be a struggle. And most great leaders are always learning from somebody else. And most great leaders have mentors, right? Helping them. So it's just a fact. It's like a universal law. Like if you want to be good at something, you probably need a mentor, right? Like if you want to be, just take that to heart, guys. Like, and you know what, man, you got to find your crew. You got to find people you like. You got to find a mentor you like and you vibe with, and research them, and then see if they can help you, right? You might vibe with, I can't say Patrick Whalen because he doesn't really do any kind of mentoring. He just wants you to buy his course and sign up with his prop firm link so he makes money. You know, he made over $5 million last year just in prop firm referrals, right? Did he make $1 million in trading? I don't think so.
No,
maybe
after taxes, it was like 350 or 400.
Yeah,
still pretty good because he got a $600,000 payout. But
think about that. Think about that, guys. In your head, is he really out to help you? Does he really want to help you? No.
I mean, it's hard to say what he's out to do, bro. Like, you know, it's hard to say what anybody's out to do. He's out to make money and fucking get after it. And I respect him for the grind. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, you're not going to get on a live chat with him and he's going to like mentor you or some shit. That ain't happening. So it is what it is. But it's, look, some people, I just think it's like this, all right? I don't really give a shit what Pat does, what anybody else does. I think for the most part, everyone's got their own little style. If you make money with it, cool. And if you found a business model outside of trading where you're making money, cool. I mean, good for you. Just don't lie to people. Be transparent. Don't be an asshole. And like, don't lie. Just don't fucking lie. I hate that.
Well,
so
you're missing the big point though, Mike.
yeah, okay.
Like, I guarantee you, people who are following Patrick Whalen aren't profitable because they do not have a mentor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the point. Like, that's
true.
it. That's
Yeah,
it.
I get
It's nothing else. It's really that simple.
I think you're passionate about it, you know, and a lot of people in this crew, in the group, are probably passionate about it too, because yeah, we really do try to do that. We try to be there, and it's different than a lot of other people. Like, I agree, but yeah, from an outside perspective, it could just be looked at like, oh, you're just trying to sell me on your mentorship or some shit like that, and like, there's a lot of groups that are doing really good with their own, like they're trying to help their community and be there for them and stuff.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care who you have or who you like. Just find somebody.
Yeah,
it could
find
be us. It could be somebody else.
real.
Most people who are really truly getting mentored are going to have a higher success rate or higher chance of actually making this work and being profitable. Okay, you can look in the comments. A lot of people are like, I wasn't profitable until I joined this group, right? Doesn't mean you have to join this group. You can join any group that has a system set up that allows for true mentorship, right? And that's just hard to find. So yeah, that's just my point, man. Like I'm so passionate about it, and I know. I've
That's because you were with me, bro. It's like your story. Think about it. Like, you met me, right? You never had traded really before. Well, it's your story. So you literally were like, we just became boys, and then all of a sudden we're like tag teaming this, you know what I'm saying? And now you're where you're at because you feel a certain way. You're like, dude, I found this guy just like people found me, because you like help other people make 7 figures in their business. People probably don't even know that shit, but Troy is a badass coach and mentor. He's helped many businesses reach 7 figures in their own business. It's crazy. So he's like been down this path. I had never been a coach before like that. I was a musician, so it was very different for me. But like, it's your story. You believe in it because not only have you done it and helped other people, but you're part of my journey. Like, it's rad. You've like seen it firsthand on both fronts. You've been the mentor and the mentee. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and I believe in it too because of my mentor.
Think about you.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, think about you. Did you have a mentor?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Hopefully, people can see the like we're connect the dots.
Yeah,
like,
it is. Yeah, you're right.
You can keep spinning your wheels, bouncing around from YouTube to YouTube channel, and doing that, trying to do everything for free or whatever, and you're just gonna stay stuck. That's all there is to it.
Well, it's like me with guitar. Like, I was an okay guitar player for a long time, and then I was like, I wonder if I took a lesson, because I never took lessons, you know what I mean? And oh my God, it's like my whole world turned upside down because I was even holding the neck wrong. I was like, how was I playing like this for so long? I was playing a C chord totally wrong. Like, how the F? And yeah, it was just like the most basic shit that like I skipped because, I don't know. I just didn't. Maybe I didn't have money for a lesson. Guitar lessons are like fucking expensive. I think it's like $150 for an hour, dude. Like a real lesson with somebody, legit. I probably overpaid, but my point is, look, yeah, man, you guys.
And then
rock.
and the mentorship is not going to help you either, guys. Like, that's the thing. Like, the mentorship is not going to help you. Guess who's going to help you? Yourself.
Yeah.
Right? We have a lot of people that join our mentorship and then they don't even ask a question. They don't show up to the support calls. They don't ask questions. Like, it's you. Like, you have to. It's like you need the mentorship, and then you have to come in and like take advantage of it and ask for the help, because we don't know what's inside your mind. We don't know how you're thinking or what's going on, and we can't guess. But if you can open yourself up and be vulnerable and show us and share with us why and what you're struggling with, we can then now understand what you're doing and tell you what to do and help you move the needle, right? So, dude, I'm excited. I mean, I want to help as many people as possible. Like I feel like if I can help other people and make an impact in their lives, what they're going to do is go out and help people in their lives, in their community or family members or whatever. So that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah. And
Right.
and it's a reflection. It comes back. It's reciprocal, bro.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
know? And this is something that a lot of people don't realize you can hand down to your kids.
Yeah. Yep. I'm already starting to get my kiddos kind of seeing what I'm doing, and might set up some demo accounts for them just to kind of click buttons, and just because they understand money now.
Right.
So yeah,
Do you feel like
it's
your
pretty
kids?
exciting.
You feel like your kids would follow suit?
Yeah, man. Everybody is like interested in making money, or if they understand how the world works, and that you have to have money to kind of like survive and create whatever dream life you want. I mean, if you just want to live out in the woods in a tent, then you don't need a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to go travel the world and do all this stuff, it takes money. So having a variety, or having different tools that can like help you create that money is invaluable. So if you can teach your kids at a younger age trading, then and they can get good at it, they can see it. It's just like a tool. It's just something they can fall back on, even though they might not love it or might not be passionate about it. It's still a tool that they can use and pull out when they need it, right?
Absolutely, bro. I didn't get a live trade in, but I just pressed the rando button for you guys. Just did a little 1.87 for fun. So I feel like I traded something. I do this all the time. This is what I do live, by the way, what you just saw me do. And if you want to see more of that, join the free community, upgrade into our paid group. It's $47 a month, by the way. It's not expensive. But if you come in as an annual member, it's committing, right? You're committing for 12 months. And what I did was I told Troy, I said, and we both agreed, I don't want to like charge more money for stuff. I don't want to make stuff and charge more money. I think that's bullshit. I actually do make money trading, so I don't need, like, it's cool to have the side business. I definitely want to get paid for my time, but like, I am not here to charge you an arm and a leg for this shit, okay? It's going to take you time to learn anyways, so I don't want to cheat you. Here's my $3,000 course, and then you'll be profitable. Like, that's not true. So do you have a better shot at doing it? Can you do what I just did? Absolutely. It's part of it. But the reality is you're committing for yourself for a year as an annual member, and you unlock the live trading where it's me and you and a smaller group of people, and we're all in a chat just like this, except you can ask questions.
You don't unlock the live trading. What do you mean?
No, that's what the live back testing is what I said.
The live.
Yeah,
Okay,
where
live.
I'm literally
Okay,
there
got it.
with you.
All right.
And I'm doing it right now. We're doing the 21 EMA strategy until the end of the month, right? So it's April 9th. We got another 3 weekend. It's every Monday right now. It used to be every Sunday night. I changed it to Monday nights. And it's just about seeing a ton of setups, because that's what helped me. And I know that's what will help you, is if you just see a ton of setups, right? So you just see me go through it, and just see me go through just like this. And okay, we have a secondary trade set up right there. But would I take that, right? And then it's like, okay, I'm going to tell you, like, okay, well, here's what I would do here if I was going to take this, and I would set this break even stop sooner, or I wouldn't, or now we're in this like I'm going to walk you through my whole mindset here of why I would hold this, why this would be dynamic money management. I would actually add I would actually add a secondary order here if it came into the bottom band. Why would I do that in this scenario? You're going to hear why. And I think that, if I can give you anything, it's going to just be like my thoughts on the market. That's all. This is the way I trade. And maybe that'll expand your mind to think even better. Like, you might be even better trader. Like I told somebody the other day, I think it was yesterday, I was like, I'm definitely not the best trader. I'm an average trader I'm very consistent now. I'm profitable. I'm not Ray Dalio. I'm not Paul Tudor Jones, right? I'm not even Patrick Whalen status, but the reality is I'm pretty decent and I do it my way, and it's a little different. And I think it's a lot easier than what most people think. So anyways, see you guys on the inside, man. Have a great rest of your day. I'm sorry that the markets just kind of did this to us this morning. We're still...
Guess what? There's tomorrow. You join the live
there
group.
is
You can come trade
tomorrow.
with us every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, have a great day, guys.
See you guys. Peace. You're welcome. Bye, guys.